What's happening, people? United Central back with another video, post-match talk. I see Fuad smiling already. You know what I mean? It's a bit depressing at the minute, you know what I mean? You know what? We'll start with you, Fuad, man. Sum up your feelings at the minute? Bro, over the moon. Over the moon. Especially when you look at, in the last 8 days, we've had to play 4 games. This is now 3 wins in those 4 games. That's qualification to the group stage, which is important for us, I think. And then beating Chelsea in the Carabao Cup, especially considering the first half performance, massive. And then now we come to Old Trafford, where historically Fergie was known to say in the dressing room, I don't need no team talk. Boys, it's just Tottenham. No more today. 6-1. Everyone can say, yo, down to 10 men or whatever, but sometimes I've seen teams with 10 men even, they don't go on to kind of score as many goals there. But boy, 6 goals and then quality performance from a lot of the players. And boy, a lot of shambles at United, I think. A lot of things that people had said before the game. A lot of United fans, I remember, were confident before the game. But my feelings after this, boy, I know a lot of United mouths are quiet, and I think things are looking up for us, especially considering over the last year how United fans have dragged Mourinho's name through the mud. The job he's doing at Tottenham since he's come in, boy, I think a lot of United fans are going to...
Yo, listen, man, I love it, man. Man, like Arsenal fans calling me, bro. I love it, man. You know what I'm trying to say, bro? Liz, allow me, man.
But Saeed,
yo, listen, I love it, man.
Before the game, Saeed, you were saying Jose's a dinosaur. Jose's finished at this level. And what he's done at Spurs now, statistically, we would be a top 4 side, should we say. In the last 14 games, we've only lost 4. In the last 8 days, 4 games, we've won 3. He's signed quality players now. He's got players playing to how he wants to. Is there respect needed to be put on Mourinho's name from a United standpoint?
No. It's one game, man. It's one game, man.
No. It's 14 games. It's 14 games.
Listen, fam.
No, in the last 14 games, we've only lost 1. Since he's come in, we'd be a top 4 side. You got to remember when he came in, we was 14. We was in a crisis.
The Arsenal fans can say the same about Emery, though. What did the 25?
Yeah, Emery, Osman, you spot on. Emery had it, and Ollie had the same run. Ollie had a sick run.
We're not gonna compare Ollie to Jose Mourinho here.
Yeah, but
there is levels.
But
there's a reason I'm saying Jose Mourinho is one of the elite managers, and the fact that what he's doing right now, I think he's building something special here. And I think United fans have blamed a lot of things that have been happening at their club on Jose Mourinho, whether that be the players not playing up to standards, I get that, but guess what? We're not in a position, Tottenham as a football club, to want pretty football. We want results. We've been starved of success. We're not like you lot where we've won so many medals. It's like, hey, you know what? We want the champagne football now. Nah, it's a different thing for us. So it's kind of a different set. I get it. But for me, I think the job he's doing right now at Tottenham, people can only give him credit for. Like, I'm tired of always hearing United fans say,
it's too early to say that, though. It's too early to say that.
I'm saying right now, so far, what he's done.
It's 4 games this season. You can lose the 2 games on the bounce, and the Spurs fans will be saying the full opposite. It's too early, bro. Like, I hear what you're saying.
Me. I've been saying
it's too early to be saying that.
And even for me,
if he wins a trophy, then I will say no. I'll respect him.
That will be massive.
And wins a trophy, I will respect him. I
can't
deny that.
And
at the moment, you can't get too carried away. You've just absolutely embarrassed us. Enjoy this moment. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Hey, I'm saying today for me was a prime example of where typically Spurs, I don't know what would have happened. We would have crumbled after that first goal.
Well, I think I'll be honest with you. Spurs fucking absolutely annihilated us, right? But we were the architects of our own downfall with the first 2 goals. We literally we couldn't have defended worse.
100%. 100%. And that's another thing I want to get onto as well. Like, because this is what I'm saying is a lot of things that were wrong at United were blamed on Jose, but the same mistakes are still being made, whether that be defensively, whether that be a manager so-called making poor decisions, you guys not being able to do things in the market. But today's game, so many individual mistakes. And Harry Maguire, my God, honestly, 85 million paid, for me, one of the biggest frauds in Premier League history.
Relax.
You can say
relax. Hold on.
I'm sorry, my friend.
It's not his choice, though. It's 85 million, though.
You have a criminal as your captain. That's your club's choice. It was your club's choice to give him the armband as soon as he walked into the dressing room. When this guy had won nothing, when this guy had achieved nothing, you give him the armband as if he's like, I get Chelsea giving it even to Thiago Silva. At least he's achieved things in football.
Maguire's done nothing. And I'm sorry, off the back of what? One season at Leicester also, to a season or two at Hull. This guy is not the United standard. There's a difference between playing for Leicester week in, week out and the expectations at United week in, week out. When you're a United defender, you're expected to be elite. You're expected to be the top of your game every single week. At Leicester, you can afford to have 2 bad games and then 2 good ones. And then a match of the day, they say, oh, Harry Maguire's playing out of his skin this season. It's not the same at United. And especially when you're culpable for so many goals, so many mistakes, and you're given the armband for a reason to lead that back line. And since he's come in, I have not seen any improvements in shape, any improvements in leadership. This is a fraud. He's a fraud, bro.
Yeah, go on, sorry.
Let me go. We have, even though I don't think Maguire is the elite of the elite, since he has come in, United's defense has improved. It has improved. Today, obviously, was a bad example, but the defense has improved in terms of on the eye test and in terms of numbers is improved because we conceded less goals with him in the team. That doesn't mean I'm not saying he's good enough. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he's definitely improved our defense, even though our defense was worse. With you take him out of it, it makes it even worse. Yeah, it's not hard, but I'm going to say that he did improve the defense in it, even though I don't believe I'm not with Saeed on the Harry Beckenbauer thing. He's not all that. And today, yes, he was terrible today. Look at him smiling.
Flawless, sorry to interrupt. Obviously, we'll pass Saeed. Cool. I know Saeed's got to say something here because this is his guy. But listen, just to go back.
Yo, you man finished 8th. One sec. You man finished 8th last season, Zayn, innit? You get me? Relax. Just get back into the top 7 first, innit? Yeah, go on.
Regarding my problem with Harry Maguire is the lack of leadership, man. I was saying this to my brother before I come on here. Said it to Saeed before. Obviously, we've gone live. We're 2-1 down, right? Martial gets sent off. Yeah, I don't want to talk about the Martial because we got slapped regardless of that he had red card or not. But he gets sent off. Where the fuck is the leadership on the pitch, right? Say, look, lads, we're 2-1 down. Let's
stay in the game. Stay in the game.
Wait, hold up.
What's up?
Before you continue, right? Villa, I didn't know Villa were 4-1 up against Liverpool.
It's so good. Allow them.
Yo, throw the sorry, Osman. Throw the Premier League away, man. Throw this in the bin. Everyone's trash, man. Throw this away, man.
Everton have got it so good. We're 2-1 down, right? Martial gets sent off. You can argue if it's a red card. I don't give a shit. It's a red card. He's been sent off. Nevertheless, why the fuck is a Maguire pulling people? Pogba, World Cup winner, Matic, fucking Premier League winner. Anybody fucking sort it out. Part the balls 10 minutes. Let's get through this period and see the fucking. Because 2-1, we can pull it back. Spurs can't defend.
Absolutely.
They've got Eric dying in defense. We scored in the first 30 seconds when we went forward. The only proper attack we had in the first half, we scored. So
no chance creation.
Even at 3-1, I'm like, okay, no, I've still got a bit of hope here. Even at fucking 4-1, because I'm deluded, I'm still thinking, if we score 1, Spurs might bottle it, because that's what they do. But these mans were like, their heads just dropped. I've got more character in 5-a-side than fucking these lot at Old Trafford. After 2-1, their heads dropped. It's embarrassing. So that is.
Pogba now has dropped 3 stinkers as well. Let's not.
We'll come back to Pogba. Miles, some of you view because you look like you're absolutely. Yo, Liz, Mike, bro, mute the mic. Miles, some of your feeling because you look like you're just emotionless, man.
Yeah, man. I'm tired of it all, to be honest. It depends what you want to ask from me. I could go on for a couple of hours, to be honest. Half of the team need to go, and when I say go, I mean obviously they're not going to go anywhere. But it's like there's just so many abject performances week in, week out. I'm just so tired of it, to be honest. The manager himself. Okay, a lot of people are saying, "Oh, you can't blame today's result on him." Cool, but when we do blame the result on him, where's his tactical nous? Like he's also someone who needs to go time and time again. Show me absolutely nothing. There's just so many things wrong, man. Everyone's like cussing each other on that, all like the United fans cussing each other on Twitter. Someone says this, another person saying, "Oh no, but it's this person's fault. It's that person's fault." Like it's the whole thing is a mess, and I think today summed it up completely. United were going to try and brush all of our problems under the rug with Cavani and Tellers. Doesn't make any sense, bro. And now Martial is out for 3 games if they don't get that red card rescinded. So Cavani comes straight into our team. Delete the whole club, bro. Just delete it and start again, bro. New career mode, bro. New career mode. Snap the FIFA CD and a half. I don't know, bro. Just do something. Restart the whole thing over again, bro. It's a madness. It's a madness, bro.
You see, and that's the thing. Someone said in the comments there, blame the manager FC, and that I love that he was pointing out that so many players individually as well were disappointing week after week after week, because a lot of the times that's what I see on Twitter is you see Martial FC or Pogba FC or Rashford FC, and the fan base becomes divided into backing individual players and wanting so-and-so to succeed. And I'm like, listen, it should be a thing, the whole team you want to succeed. If one player's playing for me, you don't protect him just because, oh, that's my guy, or I've been tweeting about him for the last 6 months, so I can't say anything bad. Nah, listen, we have to call these players out individually. Like, there's only so many times you can blame your manager. And it's like, I get it. I completely respect that Oli sometimes cannot be good enough tactically, or his decision-making, his substitutions. It's awful sometimes. I get that. But these players need accountability, especially when we're talking about players like Pogba, who've seen it all, done it all, won it all. You're meant to be the best player at the club. You're 5 years in. This is the last year of your contract. Show us that you're going to be that guy to build this team around. All these youngsters coming through, they look up to you as like, you're the academy guy who's been brought back for 100 mil, and you're dropping stinkers like this to start our season. And I get like if he was unfit coming back from coronavirus and all that, but listen, it's a whole new season now. There's got to become a point when it's the players have to take accountability and raise their levels. It can't just be blamed all on the manager.
I hear you. That's a good point. And you know what? Yeah, Flawless. Yeah, I'll put this point to you. Yeah, let's forget about the owners. Yeah, for me, I talked about Fuad in the match preview. The midfield battle will be the key tonight. Why did we put again Paul Pogba? For me, I said it right now. He's not press resistant in the DM role. Maybe in the when he's brought up the pitch, he's press resistant. But on the DM role, he's not press resistant. Matic today, absolutely awful. Every time he got the ball, give it away. For me, they were squeezing him in. Højbjerg and Sissoko and Dombele, they squeezed him in. And then what happens is the fullbacks push wide. Then you get the two centre-backs isolated. That's why Shaw was not in his position. You got to look at the tactics of Oli. Forget about the owners. I understand the owners at a football club are parasites and they need to go. But you got to look at the football individual. No, but I'm going to say to you, the football. When you look at the football abilities of Oli and the way he can manage games, like what's it called? Osman said, going gun-ho at 2-1. How stupid is that, man? To go gun-ho at 2-1 when the game's still there for you. Assess the game, analyze the game. Maybe you know what I'm trying to say to you, bro. For me, tactically, Oli got it wrong.
Get it off your chest. But here's the thing, though. How many times have we said tactically Oli gets it wrong? I'm not shocked. I know you weren't shocked. I know I've said this time and time again. I've been saying this. I've been Oli out since I think it was October last year. It's like he's not good enough. So,
you saw through the Bernardo, yeah.
Yeah, this is like
Bruno
how can I be shocked by a manager doing the best he can when it's not good enough? We know Oli's not good enough tactically. We know this. So when United put in performances and then we're tactically inept and clueless, why is it a shock? Yes, the players, like you said, forget about the owners, forget about Ed Woodward, etc. The players are nowhere near as bad as they're showing performances. Yes, the players need to be held accountable. Yes, they need to improve. As they shout out Nuruddin, innit? As do the players. Yo,
size 11.
Yeah, 11.
Turn the TV off, Nuruddin.
You're ordering some food. Nuruddin ordering food again, innit? Yo, let me get a number 11 and number 7. You know what I'm saying? But as I was saying anyway, yeah, the players have to be held accountable, as does the manager as well. What I don't like, though, is the fact that if we lose 6-1, certain people on Twitter are saying, oh, it's all on the players and nothing on the manager. But if we won 6-1, people will be praising the players and praising the manager. They're both to blame. The players today, terrible. Absolutely terrible. I was confident going into this game. But the players today, terrible performances.
And even when I saw that lineup,
I didn't mind the lineup, but the manager didn't help him. The manager didn't help himself. But this is Oli, though. This is why I don't get mad about it no more. This is why I don't hashtag Oli out. This guy is clearly not good enough. How many more performances do
But when I looked at that lineup, I thought it was your strongest team, arguably. I thought, there's nothing wrong. So the manager essentially has set up right. It's up to these players now to execute them instructions. Like, of course, Martial, I'm sorry, but that is very, very amateur-like to lose your head when Lamella's trying to get under your skin there.
And
I love that because when Jose in the documentary was saying, be a bastard, stop being nice, guys, this is exactly what he was talking about. And me, as a Spurs fan, I love to see that. But Martial, that is poor head loss right there.
What I want to say is to that as well is in terms of the manager. Yes, he set up right, but then if you set up say right and then it's going wrong, that's when the manager should change it. That's my thing with Oli. He never changes it. It don't matter if United are winning 3-0, losing 3-0, or drawing 3-3. He never changes it. It's 4-2-3-1, the same thing all the way throughout.
But he had to change it at 3. Well, you can't adapt. 3-1 flawless. When we're 3-1 down.
3-1 down with 10 men.
Ali had to drag someone off the
and he did.
But he bottled it, and then we went forward, and then the game's gone.
But Osman, me and you have done many shows on your channel. I was saying this. If you go back to the first show I did with you months ago, I was saying all this about Oli. This is why none of this shocks me. This is probably why I'm not as livid, because I know the manager is not good enough. I depend on the players in it. I'm like, all right, someone just needs to have a magnificent game. You know what I'm saying? We have individual players to do that. But when the players play bad, it's a wrap. You get me? Pogba was terrible. You get me? Bruno, not good.
Worst game I've seen Pogba play today.
Oh, terrible today, but he wasn't the only one. Defensively, you can't make errors like that in it. The way Maguire made 3 errors.
Why are you laughing, man? Why are you laughing, Nuruddin? It's not a joke, man.
Get to Nuruddin,
It's not a joke, Nuruddin, man.
I swear.
Listen, two things.
Laughing times right now for your club. Trust me.
You either cry or you laugh. Last week I was slated. I did a reaction to the game against Brighton, and I said 18 chances, 5 times record time since stats have been recorded. 5 times they hit the woodwork. We won. Everybody, people were abusing me. People were telling me Mr. Negative. People were coming after me. People in my own family were going, we won. What are you talking about, Shaw? We've just won. You should be celebrating. And everybody was going down on me. None of this surprises me. I said it. I've been saying it. I don't have a crystal ball, guys, but I know this club. I know these players. I coined the phrase bottle job FC. How many years ago? How many years ago have I coined the phrase bottle job FC? We are bottle jobs. At the end of the day, I want all those Ollie out guys now. Get your Poch in like a new toy. Get your Allegri in. And I want him to go through the same. And in a year and a half or 2 years' time, we'll be here again. I always say it. If the structure of your football club is not right, and you've got bankers making footballing decisions in your club, from that, to me, don't go. I'm sorry to say to United fans, and I will say it again. I've seen it with one of the most experienced managers, Van Gaal. You know what? This how much of a disgrace, right? Regardless how I wanted him out, this is how much of a disgrace the bankers were. They sacked him before he picked up the FA Cup trophy. They sacked him. He's giving a press conference, and the guy says to him, you know your job's gone, right? That's Van Gaal. People forget. Bored us to death, and the man's taking shot at us. Did any of you hear?
Nah, the Glazers.
It wouldn't be 6-1 if I was a defensive coach. He bored me to death. That guy made me fall out of love for football. Made me go dark alleys, dark alleys.
Look at him now,
right? Listen, because do you know why? Tottenham have already had really some talented players, and then this board they didn't back Poch, but they backed him. They backed him, and their club is that they didn't play in the Europa League. They had preseason games, and they've been backed. He's had the players in regular on play today. Do you know what I mean? And he's got quality players. The difference is that with Man United, we made a gamble in the Europa League to try to win the Europa League. The worst competition. I have never liked the Europa League. I will never celebrate a Europa League win ever in my life, because I expect Man United to get to Champions League finals or to win the league. But anyway, that's another thing. Today was a guy, Saeed, you coined Harry Beckenbauer. So let me say first, before I say anything, honestly, I never have a go after a player making a mistake. But when you make 3, and in one of the goals, when you make two mistakes in one move.
One mistake.
When one in that first goal, he didn't just make the mistake. He let Harry Kane take, that is amateur. He lets Harry Kane take the quick free kick. And then when he's in the box, for the other goal, he then tries to head it back to and then he grabs Luke Shaw. I have 30 years I've watched football. I have never in my life ever seen player grabbing his own player, throwing him out the way. I have never seen that. Trust me, brother. You know what? Flawless, you watch UFC business, yeah? That Russian brother would be proud of that. Well, I don't know what he's saying. That guy would be proud of that takedown. I'm telling you.
I don't want UFC, but keep going in it. Keep going. The point still stands in it. You made a great point. Keep going in it. Keep going.
He grabs him and wrestles into his own player. I swear, if you watch it again closely, Luke Shaw is in control of the situation. He's about to lick it out. He's about to kick it out. Maguire's like, come here, son. Get down. Eat some grass. And then you see what that's gone. But forget all that. I've done some mistakes. And don't even tell me about the nutmeg. He's the guy who goes that wide. And from 10 yards, he gets nutmegged. I won't mind if it's 2 yards. 10 yards, you get nutmegged. The ball goes through your legs. That's another thing. But to me, it's the cowardice not to come out and face up the fan base, and to say, you know what, that was shambles. He lets Luke Shaw come out, and Luke Shaw says, like that, touching his ears, yeah, it was shambles, you know, yeah, I mean, we were bad. To me, you're not a captain. I said this to you, Saeed, a long time ago. This guy's not a captain, right? He's not a captain. He doesn't talk like a captain. He doesn't walk like a captain. He doesn't defend like a captain. He shows zero leadership.
Well, is this a baby school, though? Is this a nursery?
To me, you know what? I will never accuse any human being of being a coward. But that, to me, Harry Maguire, not because of his performance, but the fact that he didn't come out and face up, that is cowardice, man. That's not a captain, man. That's not a captain. I'm sorry to say. You ever wanted to know what that was? Do I agree with you? So today the blame goes to Ollie, the coaching staff. Mickey fucking feeling this dickhead who should have been where's he? Australia. He was a fucking coach and a sporting director in a fucking college in Australia, right? Mickey Phelan, the only guy that I think is talented as a coach, and I watched Manchester United under 18 is Kieran McKenna. Kieran McKenna came from Tottenham. Man United poached him from Tottenham, and he came to Man United. And for our under 18s team, he did a fantastic job. That's the only coach that I recognize in that club. Matt Carrick, get out of here, man. Get out of here, right? I don't care what I don't know what you're about, what you do. Ollie's to blame. The players are to blame. But I'm going to give you a scenario. Arsenal, we got an Arsenal brother here today. Arsenal got their thing done early, their business done, players integrated. When you sign footballers, when you need a lift, when you know this squad limped fourth, they literally crawled to fourth. But then you don't freshen it up when the season started. And you got Luke Shaw coming out on Norwegian television. When a player comes out and says, we need more players, we can see our rivals signing players, we need players. And I'm going to give you a quick little story. Rio Ferdinand, after the Champions League final at the party celebrations in Moscow, in a hotel in Moscow, he tells the story when he ran after, everybody's drinking, everybody's getting wasted. Rio Ferdinand grips David Gill and says to him, who are we signing? Who are we signing? That just shows you, from strength position, who are we signing, to where we are now. So you can be whatever out. The club is top to bottom is toxic. And once toxic and negativity gets into that, anything, it's like football. Most of you guys have played. When you have a really bad start and you're not about it and things are going against you, and the negativity builds, the negative mindset builds, it's really difficult to get out of it. And what I seen against Brighton last week was a big, big glaring. I will have Brighton in the entire life of their football club will never make 18 chances, create 18 chances against Man United team. Never. 5 times they hit the bar. To me, and everybody said to me I was negative because I was like, that shambles, I can't celebrate this. This is worrying.
Yeah.
I don't have a crystal ball, boys. I do not have a crystal ball. I don't know as I see it.
Lives. What do you make of that, Lives, man? Obviously, you know, you're an Arsenal fan, you know what I mean? What do you make of that?
You love to see
I'll
it,
be honest with you. No, obviously I love to see it, but I'll be honest with you. Today, when I actually tuned into the game, I said, you know what? I favour United for some reason. I said, you know, it's at home. They've got that home advantage. Tottenham never really get one over United. But today, I saw the complete opposite. It was just a different turnout. The performance I've seen from Tottenham, I've never seen Spurs perform like that.
That's a Mourinho team, that's a Mourinho 2014, 15 season.
That was the old school Mourinho performance. It was crazy. I couldn't believe my eyes. The way, you see, what was it? With Harry Kane's goal? I think it was Harry Kane's goal, and just the way they were just pressuring the whole defense. Maguire, I can't lie, I've never been a big fan of Maguire. From day one, I've always said he might have been robbed. 80 million, no way.
No, but 80 million is not his fault. Let's not talk about the price tag. 80 million is not his fault.
Yes,
Judge him as a player.
Listen.
We're going to talk about the price tag, mate. We're going to talk about the price tag. Sorry, Saeed.
You need to understand right now in football, players will be judged on price tag, bro. Do you get me? they will be judged. Look at Nico Pepe. We are expecting Pepe to sign out every week. Why? Because we signed him for 72 million. And it's
Little
not
Woods
the
deal.
players'
You
fault,
got
but
the
that's how the
Woods
game
deal.
is right now, bro. Do you get? And
Little
Maguire
Woods
today,
deal,
as
mate. You got the
captain
Little Woods deal.
today, he did not lead by example, bro. Like what Nuruddin said about him dragging Shaw, when I saw that, I said, what is this guy doing? Seriously. And you lot capitulated, bro. You lot let Oli down.
Yeah.
You lot didn't play. You lot didn't play for the badge. You forgot. You know, like Manchester United. The players forgot. It's easy to say, oh, Oli this, Oli that. But the players let you man down today. The players let the fans down and they let the club down.
And they did. And here's the thing. I tweeted that out. I said, this is the type of performance that will get a manager shot. The players look done with him.
Yeah.
Like all the things you just listed there, not trying, not running down, not closing. And that's not right of the players. But
That's unacceptable.
5-1 Villa. 5-1 Villa.
No, it's
5-1
Villa. The only saving grace for United is that there wasn't fans there, because that would have became a very toxic environment. Going in 4-1 down at half time, a man down with them performance. Like imagine that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, Oli seems to, people talk about Oli and the dressing room and he's a great man manager and that, and the players love him. Where was that love today?
Exactly.
They look like they
Oli's been
fed up with
nice
him.
to these players.
They
Oli
love
has
him.
been nice to these players, bro. It's not like he got that. The players got that Mourinho treatment. Well, Mourinho was very hard on the players.
They were treating him like he was Mourinho. Yeah.
And they treated him like that, bro.
Let me just put this question to you.
That's how they treated him.
Let me just put this question to Aaron. Aaron, for you,
So,
the play of Paul Pogba, how do we sum up Paul Pogba today? Why is he playing in the double pivot? Why is he playing again in the double pivot?
Because on the ball, he's probably the best player on the pitch, and because he likes to be on the ball, they tried to put him in that double pivot role for him to spray the ball to whoever's on the wings. But I've always said, do you want to have a balanced midfield where Pogba can thrive? Play someone else in the 6, put him in the 8, give him the freedom. Problem solved. I mean, you, myself, and Nordin, we've had various shows on, and even other United fans on here, like Usman, Flawless, and Miles would agree when I say that. We've been all asking this question, like, why is Oli not going back to what he was doing when he first came in? When he first came in, he was playing a 4-3-3 and a midfield three of Pogba, Herrera, and Matic, and it was working perfectly. It was working. You want to be playing your counter-attacking football, like you say, yeah? Play the 4-3-3. You replace Herrera, obviously he's not there. You put Bruno in there. You give Pogba the freedom. You put the balls into the box, and he'll be doing them late runs and scoring goals. Like, I don't know why Oli is so stubborn and wants to stick to that 4-2-3-1. One thing you have to understand, yeah, like everyone on here on this stream, all of us here don't need to be having UEFA B, C, A, B, F, G coaching badges to know that when you play a 4-2-3-1, you're meant to keep possession. You're meant to keep the ball, and you're meant to move it around comfortably until you create spaces, tight little spaces to open up defenses and score. Oli wants to play counter-attacking football, but you want to play 4-2-3-1. You want to play counter-attacking football, so you say, but you play out from the back. It doesn't make sense. How many times was I on your show side saying, stop playing out from the back because it doesn't work. We don't have the players to do that, man. We don't have the players to play out from the back, bro. We don't. But why do we keep doing it? How many times did we get away with? How many times did we get away with it? And we're like, how many times did we get away with it? And we're like, yo, we got away with it today, man. Well, today what happened? We got punished, and it was due to happen. I've seen it from the Palace game. I've seen it from the Brighton game. After the Brighton game, exactly like Nordin, I was one of those people who said, listen, it's 3 points, yeah, but I'm a bit worried. Nah, Aaron, you're being negative. You don't love the club. Go support Arsenal. You fake fan. Rare. I got proven.
Yeah, you don't
right
deserve
today.
that, fam. Go support Arsenal.
Proven
Yeah,
right
that's
today.
Exactly.
That's what they were saying.
You can't bring them into the situation.
No pun intended.
I'm joking, Lips. I'm joking, Lips.
Listen, I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say
Lives,
nothing. We'll see in the season. I ain't gonna say nothing.
I'm just
But I'll tell you, let me tell you, see United fans, yeah. One thing I want to tell you,
I got slated, bro. I received so much abuse, yeah, for saying these things. Like, people expected me to celebrate like we just won the Champions League, bro. We were 2-1 up against Brighton, and I'll tell you what, Liz. We were 2-1 up, and still, man wasn't confident that we were going to win this game. I wasn't.
But bro, I don't
confident.
blame you lot. I don't blame you lot for being uncomfortable. I don't blame you lot because you need to understand, yeah. It's easy just to point the finger out on Oli, but you need to understand you lot don't have the depth. You don't have the balance. You need a DM, a natural DM. How's Pogba
I'm gonna come to that. So that's that.
How's
But the coach.
Pogba gonna thrive?
I'm going to come to that in a second. So with the manager, yeah, he wants to be playing counter-attacking football, but you're playing 4-2-3-1. You want to play counter-attacking football, my guy, just play a 4-3-3, simple, sit back, by all means. If you want to park the bus. I don't give a damn. But stick to your guns in it. You want to play counter-attacking football, play a 4-3-3, and then when you get the ball, hit the teams on the break, and then everyone just let them go loose in it. Do that. But against Brighton, yeah, I said at 2-1, when we went up 2-1, I wasn't confident that we were going to win this game. And people were like, oh, no, you're being negative. Bro, how many times, I don't know if you watched the game like fully, yeah? How many times, for those who support United, how many times was that guy March on the left-hand side free? How many times did they play a dive ball to March? How many times was he free on that left-hand side?
3 goals.
He could have bagged a hat-trick, bro. He could have bagged a hat-trick. And they tried that so many times until he actually scored. And people are celebrating a penalty after the final whistle in the 99th minute and saying, oh, yeah, no, we're back. It's good.
That's what I mean.
Do you see what I mean? There was no reason to celebrate the way United fans celebrate. Yes, it was in dramatic fashion. We love that. That's typical United, let's say. But fam, we should have just celebrated the win, taken the 3 points, and just shut our mouths and concentrate on this game. Because now we look like fools because everyone's been celebrating like, oh no, now we're gonna get rolling. Do you know what I mean? It's an embarrassment. And the players, the players need to take responsibility as well. I'm gonna hold my hands up and say I was one of those fans who said Baye comes in, he's gonna stabilize the team. It didn't work today. Baye was shambolic today. I'm sorry, bro. I love you, but today it wasn't good enough.
Baye was awful as well.
Baye was awful, but
yeah, that's what you said.
Saeed, you gotta give your guy Maguire some, bro. He's just
Saeed,
not it, bro.
I still believe in him. I still believe in my defender.
Bro, listen.
Why?
I'll tell you why.
Seriously,
Why?
I still believe in him.
Why?
Listen.
He's on Mustafi levels for me.
Nah, relax.
You got to make
Listen, Said, you see that equalizer that we conceded. See the equalizer that we conceded, Said. How many chances do we have to clear the ball? Probably about 4 or 5. Why is he not doing it? First of all, why is he trying to head it? Why is he trying to head it back to De Gea when he knows there's a player behind him?
Because there's not system that help him though.
Side is based. It's decision making. It's decision making. It's like
exactly what I was saying earlier.
I criticize Rashford. I praise Rashford for having the quality. Sorry, Fuad. I praise Rashford for having the quality, but it's this decision making that's not making sense. It's the same with Maguire. Decision making does not come down to system. Does not come down to the manager. It's your own brain, bro. It's decision making. It's you and.
Fact, what you were saying as well, about Maguire there, just defending him. That's exactly why your club, I feel like, is sometimes falling apart because your fan base is dividing into different sects. You feel the need to defend the player. I get that, but even like with Harry Maguire, the way right now you was like, I still have faith in Maguire. It makes me question. Why not? A year and a half.
Can I please say something?
I get that. But it's a year and a half in, and I'm like, I have not seen anything to make me think this guy is of that elite standard where he's going to live up. No. Because just before this game, I was hearing a lot of United fans, and Aaron even said it himself there, where they thought if Baye comes in, he will be the guy that helps Maguire click. It shouldn't be that case. It should be, you already have this solid guy. You just need someone to come in, and whoever comes in will raise their game. Because when Van Dijk comes into the Liverpool team, Joe Gomez raises his game. Raises his game. And I get that, and I hear they're losing battered now. But I'm saying, except this game, they usually you see when you have a better defender, he raises the man next to him game. You don't get that with Maguire, and the fact that you're still defending him, it just makes me think. You know what? United fans are not ready to address their players. They're always willing to throw the board, the manager, the tactics, everything under the bus, and certain players who don't fit whatever agenda they're running. But I feel like, listen, if that's your guy, call him out. Today is a prime example. There should be no mercy for Maguire today.
You got to call all the players out today.
Exactly. Said, you know, Said, you know me.
There's a lot of players that are not good enough for Manchester United, though.
Just to touch on what Fuad said, Said, you know me. I'm a huge Pogba fan. The biggest Pogba fan you'll see on earth, bruv. But today, it just wasn't good enough. It just wasn't.
Awful.
And I have to call him out. I have to call him out.
And Maguire, and you know what? Maguire's in that. Sorry to cut you off, Aaron. Maguire's in that boat. Like, I'm a big Pogba fan as well, but Pogba was awful today. He wasn't the only one. Pick a player in it. Pick an outfield player in it. They were all terrible in that. But that goes to show. That also goes back to the manager, because these players are talented. You telling me these men ain't talented? Whether you think Maguire's elite of the elite or not, he is not that bad. Wan-Bissaka, I don't know what's happened. Wan-Bissaka is dipped. Why he's not that bad?
You know what?
Pogba's not that bad.
Hey guys, can you let Miles speak, please? Can you get Miles speak? Miles wanted to say something. Miles wanted to say something.
My bad, Miles.
Go on, Miles.
It's all right. I have to shoot off soon, but anyway, all I was going to say was about the Maguire thing. I think Fred was saying, all of the United fans have been just backing Maguire, and I think that's because the club have put us in a position where the fans feel like they have to back him. You spend 80 mil on him, and then within not even the space of a year, you give him the captain's armband. Tell me why. So I actually feel sorry for the fans that have to feel like they have to back him, because the club have put them in that position. Like I said, you spent the money, you give him the armband, and really and truly, for me, he is as bad as Lindelof. Sorry, I've got a stammer. As Lindelof. So I feel both of them need to be replaced. Like, we need a whole new back line, and it's just like, obviously the club have now put themselves in a position where they can't go back on what they've done. They've made a horrible mistake, and now if they go back on it, they're going to look so dumb, you know. But really and truly, they are going to need to get a whole new back line and centre backs anyway, and figure this thing out, because Harry Maguire is costing us games, like you know, today, dragging down Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Miles, is he the only culprit?
No, he's not the only culprit. And if we want to sit here and talk about all the culprits, we can do that. But if we want to talk about properly what each player did wrong, and we start with Harry, and we start with him, Maguire, then we can very easily list a bunch of things that he's done wrong today.
Captain, club captain.
That's the thing, man. He's the captain, man.
That's what I was going to say. The two people for me who need to be held accountable the most are the captain and the best player in that team, who's Paul Pogba. And even where you're saying you feel Maguire's been given the armband too early, I was saying to Aaron earlier in our preview, I said, Pogba has been there for 4 or 5 years. I don't know why he shouldn't be the leader.
By the way,
in that
it's 6'2", by the way. It's 6'2". 6'2", 6'2", fella.
Oh wow,
6'2".
Wow.
But Pogba for me should be one of the leaders in that dressing room, dragging this whole team through. And I don't see that. And especially in games like this, when he's not pulling his weight, it's like, why does anyone else feel to? He is the best player at that team. You are the 100 mil, 90 mil, whatever it is. You are the star man. Let's see some of that star quality. Instead, Bruno Fernandes has come in January and completely outshined him in that time. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Bruno outdid everything Pogba does during his 5 or 6 years or whatever. This is now going into the last year of his contract. Pogba and Maguire, for me, are the two biggest culpabilities from an individual perspective in this game. 100%.
Let me come back.
Can I just come in? Listen, can I just come in? Can I just come in with that, please? 1 second. But I agree with most of the things you said. When Pogba, at his height, he's always been riddled with injuries. Me and Saeed can attest to that. We see he gets injured like 1 or 2 months off. But in the season where he was fit, and when Oli came in and he was playing as that forward advanced player, as a number 10 role, he actually top.
Hello?
Is he frozen? Is he frozen?
Goals. Miles also made the fact that. Also made the fact that.
Go back from the top. Go back from the top, fam.
Yeah, you can't.
Okay. What I was saying.
Yo, Nuruddin, jump out and jump back in.
Liam Ashton's messing up my internet. So basically,
your Wi-Fi, fam.
I'm telling you,
your Wi-Fi. You don't want to hear you, fam. Silence them.
When Pogba is always at different times. He's always getting injuries at different times of the season. But at the season when he first came in, he actually had incredible stats. He scored the most as an attacking mid. He was our top goal scorer. There were some penalties but he was top assist guy. He was doing what he was doing. And in exactly the same vein, what Miles said about us to defend, as young black men, or as you are, young black men, and as an older black man, when I see that I'm actually racially abused at Pogba's getting on Twitter and the fans from the stadium blaming him for everything, it almost feels like we have to.
You're done out here, man. Your Wi-Fi's done out here, man.
Yo, Man United's watching this and they're blocking him, fam.
They're blocking him. But I get the point. I get the point that Nuruddin, I think the point he was trying to make about Pogba when Oli did first come in and played him in the more advanced role, he was successful. But yes, does Pogba need to do better? Yes, 1000%. Is he being given the best possible platform to succeed? Absolutely not, but he should still be doing better. Similar to Oli, people get it mistaken when people are like, Oli out. I just want the best manager for the job. Obviously, the platform that he's got is not the best, but a better manager gets better results, as we've seen with Ancelotti at Everton. He's brought in 3 players, and they look different. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. They look like the best team, 4 out of 4, 12 points out of 12. And he's brought in 3 man. Man's got man like Coleman and Keane and Meenam and Pickford. Well, Pickford made a mistake looking good in that. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like...
You know what I said earlier with Jose, I love how everybody now is on this Everton bandwagon, but it's like it's 4 games into the season. Like the season is still long. What Everton will be doing this come Christmas?
Like, you think Jose's going to win the league?
I never said that. Hey, if we get top 4, I'm grateful, bro.
Yes, with the Ancelotti thing, the reason why people are getting gassed is because they can see the difference in it. That's what it is. Ancelotti's a quality manager anyway. We all know this. He's one of the best. Is it? Yes, you can see the improvement, and that's what it is. So when you look at Oli with the caliber of player you have, and you look at Ancelotti with Everton, it's like, what's the difference? We wouldn't take, obviously, you can, there's 1 or 2 of their players we would take, you get what I'm saying? No one's being like, yo, go sign Yerry Mino. Go sign.
What it is with
Oli. Go on. As United fan, I was just wondering, who would you lot have next then if Oli was, let's say, to leave this season?
Right now,
Pochettino. But you've got Pochettino, who for me doesn't have the accolades. Then you've got Allegri there as well. Who else?
Nagelsmann will come in like a heartbeat. Nagelsmann will come if the money's there.
I think Nagelsmann would want to stay another year at Leipzig.
I reckon if we put the money down, Nagelsmann will come. I take Nagelsmann.
I think he'd want to take Leipzig far again in the Champions League, like he did last season.
What about Ten Hag? Is Oli the man though? Guys, is Oli the man? Listen, let me just.
You know what it is with Oli. You know what it is with Oli.
Is Oli the man?
You know he's not, man. You know he's not because taking us third. Taking us third last season is probably the best he could have done, in my opinion. That's the best thing he could have done. And maybe, just maybe, he should have gone, you know what? I've done my best here. Maybe my job is done. I've cleaned up the thing. I've made it available for the next manager to come in and do a job. Maybe he should have done that because I'm not going to lie to you guys. Starting the season with Oli has always been worrying to me. This season now, like 2021, it's always been worrying to me because I know the caliber of teams we're going to come up against in the Champions League. You guys have seen our group, PSG, Leipzig. People think as soon as we got put in a group of PSG, instantly, obviously I did it as well for Bants, but instantly I see people, bring up the game from 2 years ago. I'm like, guys, the game from 2 years ago, those were completely different circumstances. Everyone had injuries. Pogba weren't playing. Neymar wasn't playing. Mbappe was basically on his own. Like, right now, if we had to go up against PSG with the way we're performing right now, they are eating us alive. Literally. And people, but every time you say something like that, people say that you're negative, you don't love the club and whatever. But yeah, I'm guessing that's with everyone.
You're real.
But yeah, man, it's always been a worry for me. Oli he sticks with certain ideas in his head and he's very, very stubborn. Like, he doesn't want to change certain ideas that he has, that he wants to implement.
Would you not Would you not be pissed that he's getting sacked at the end of the window? Would you not rather this be done before the window? Because right now,
they should have done it. They should have.
Not even opportunity to even impact the squad now isn't going to change much until January or whatever.
Like right now, if you're Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, it's going to be very hard to get the squad up motivated again after that 6-1 loss. If you're a Fergie, that's different. If you're if you're Mourinho, that's different. If you're Arteta, that's different. They have that ability to pick the squad back up and go, you know what, boys, forget about that.
They believe in the manager.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bro, what's Oli going to say to the man then? What's he going to say?
What would you do, Liv? What would you do, Liv?
Fergie's conceded 6-8.
Liv, what would you do? Yo, let me put a question out to Liv. Liv, you got a new manager, Arteta. New manager in Arteta. Looks like he knows what he's doing. What would you think Man United should do with Oli? Give him time.
Bro, they've got just like what Arteta needs to get done. He needs to be backed. Arteta needs to be backed by the owners. Oli, can you say he's fully been backed? this summer? Can you not
200
say
million, man.
No,
200 million is
no.
spent.
He hasn't been back
Okay,
this
but-
summer though. Saeed, you
remember
know
this
he's not been back this
summer?
summer.
No, I'm not
Players,
saying. I'm talking
all he
about.
wanted
Yeah.
this summer. Remember, all he wanted was Sancho.
No. Of course not.
He hasn't
He's
been
not
back,
been
so
back.
it's kind of unfair, right? So
Yeah.
you don't. How do you know?
Is he
Oli's
doing?
fucking
No.
sitting there?
One second. Is he doing the best what he's got though? That's my opinion. Is he doing with the best what he's got though? That's another question.
Tactically.
Well, last season he got you man top 3, and wow,
Limped.
that shocked me. That shocked me. The way you leapfrog Chelsea, that shocked me. I couldn't believe it.
But Liz,
Not
sorry.
You get, so I've
Before you
got
finish,
to give
Liz,
him credit for that.
before you finish, Liz, though, was that not more because of Leicester being inept and Chelsea being inept?
But bro,
That's what I was going to say.
yes,
That plays
I
a
know,
factor.
but-
That
no,
plays
no,
a
no,
factor.
listen, I'm
that's
with
a
you.
factor.
I'm with you,
Yes.
Liz. I'm with you, Liz. But you know, and we did get a lot of points, so that is a factor as well. I'm including that. But you know what? There's something about the way Leicester capitulated that to me was like there's a
Four
bit
injuries.
more to it. Yeah, there was a
Four
bit more.
injuries before
There was a bit
starting
more to
playing.
it. You know?
Yes.
And also
They did capitulate.
remember during the season, I talked about it on Flawless's radio show. Remember when I pulled out the United bottle stat?
From a third eye view, get me shameless
From a third
plug.
eye
From
view.
a third eye view, Pie Radio every
I put
Monday.
together a stat that I called the United bottle stat. Yeah, 8 times during the season, Lives. Yeah, 8 times Chelsea lost games.
Seven.
Seven. Was it
Seven.
Seven times. Yeah, Chelsea lost games before we played.
7-2 Villa,
times
by the way.
either
Sorry,
lost.
apparently.
Is it 7-2?
Apparently,
Yeah,
that's what you read.
7.
Oh my
Oh, sorry.
God.
So during the season, yeah, 8 times Chelsea have lost or drawn a game, and the game after them, we played and lost or drawn as well. Bruv, something is wrong in it. When you get 8 times the opportunity to leapfrog Chelsea in top 4 and you don't do it, something's wrong. So everyone's saying that, yeah, we made top 4. Yes, we made top 4, but we scraped it, fam. Literally
Yes, but
scraped
do you
it.
know what
Like,
I'm giving? Do you know why I give Oli that credit? Because the job to motivate the players, to make them believe game after game, look, guys, you can catch them, is a very hard job to do. Do you get?
Yeah.
A lot. How many times have we believed that we can go for the title under Wenger, but Wenger failed to motivate the players? Do you get? There was times where our rivals dropped points. We needed to go and capitalize, but we didn't do it. Do you get? Because it's all come down to motivating your players and making the players believe. So in that sense, I give it to Oli. He's managed to do that because it's not like every game Leicester and Chelsea were dropping points. It wasn't every game, was it? There were some games they were winning.
yeah.
There were some games you were dropping points, but he still managed to come third, not even fourth, third. That's why I give credit. But this summer, I said to every United fan, I said, listen, I know it's nice going for a player like Jadon Sancho, talented young player, but
We need
you've
defenders.
got to sort out, you've got to address your main issue, which is your defense. You need a holding midfielder,
Which is Harry Maguire.
You don't have none of that.
This is where Norden comes back in, and he always says that we're not a football club. We don't think like that. We think about the number of shirts that Sancho's going to sell. We think about the number of clicks and likes that we're going to get on social media.
Number
That's
7
what we're
shirt.
thinking about.
Exactly.
Like,
Branding,
what do you think right now?
marketing.
All the things, right? My whole timeline is filled with hashtag MUFC, bro. And I follow all of you guys. And do you know what I'm saying? I see your tweets, but my timeline is literally every single day is hashtag MUFC, hashtag MUFC. And Manchester United love that. They love the interaction because Woodward came out the other day and he bragged about it. He was like, yeah, we get the most interaction on social media. He said, this guy here went and said,
I love the Woodward
Igalo,
impression. I love the Woodward impression, by the way. Keep
when we
going in
signed
it. Love the
Igalo,
Woodward
man
impression.
said that we broke the internet when we signed Igalo. Does that not tell you everything you need to know about the guy?
No, it was Richard. You know what? It was Richard Arnold. So Richard Arnold is the guy who
Bro,
makes
it's the same person. Same person.
Yeah, it's the same banker. It's his best boy from University of Bristol. 3 of them went to the same university. They all went to the same university. They're all investment bankers. That's who they are. Richard Arnold, who actually.
Hey, one sec. Hey, I'm gonna let you man crack on. Yeah, I gotta go film the Stoppage Time podcast.
Say no more, man. No worries.
I catch you later, man. Next one.
So basically, he said to them, "We were trending more than Brexit. We were trending more than Russiagate."
Oh God! See, that already that tells you everything you need to know.
Also, what sponsors are drawn to is when Manchester United are sponsored by a corporation. When Manchester United are trending, that corporation is also trending because by association, by being close to us, and that's part of the portfolio. He carries a portfolio around with him, and he shows it to potential sponsors, and he shows the amount of time in different parts we were in African continent, in North America, in Europe, in the Middle East. How many times Man United are trending? We're the number one trend, and that is what sponsors are drawn into. But you know what? I genuinely, there's an aspect for me, right? Because not that I want to be proven right, but I have seen this. I genuinely have seen this, and not that because I think Ollie is some stupid guy. Not that because Ollie, I'm emotionally attached to Ollie. I'm emotionally attached to the Ollie that scored the winner and was a great goal scorer for Man United.
Is he good enough, Ollie? Norden. Is he good enough as a whole? No, but you keep running on about Ollie.
Let me finish.
Yo, guys, I'm gonna have to dip as well.
Let me
Yeah,
finish.
much love
Yeah.
to Beyonce.
Let me
Love to
finish.
everyone.
The point I'm making is that
I'm going
as
to.
Ollie as a manager, he's got his favourite. He's got all these guys that he protects all of the time. As any manager, all managers have their favourites, whatever.
Oh, my God.
Tactically, he's shot. For Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to stay, he has to go and get a number two that knows about coaching and about football. But he's not going to do that. But in the way you think that Poch is going to come in or Allegri come and just do what you do.
Yeah, because you know why I say that? Because
for a year and a half, we will be decent.
No.
The rest of the season, we will be back to where we were.
The basic footballing principles will have. This guy can improve. He can improve.
Pochettino had the basic football principles. Lost more games than I.
No, he never.
He
4 years. 4 years he had the trophy. 4 years Champions League football. 4 years. No. Forget that one season.
To the beginning of the new season.
That's one season. That's one season.
He made substitutions at 75 minutes. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you think Ollie's slow to substitutions? Poch is even worse.
Ollie does the same. Poch
is even worse.
Does he improve the squad though? Does he improve players though? Yes.
Does he improve the team? Yeah. It's Marcus.
There you go then. That's what I want to see.
Has Bruno improved? Has Bruno been on fire? Do you think Ollie's not helping these guys?
I don't think so, man. He's naive coach. He's a naive coach.
That's a joke.
He's a naive coach.
That's a joke.
Is he not a naive coach?
You have to come in here for all. Yeah, because 1 minute you can't say when we win, you say it's the players. When we lose, it's Ollie.
No. I'm energy.
You can't say that.
I'm all energy.
So what I will say is this. Let me interject here in it. Let me referee. Use man chill out in it. Chill out. I'm in the middle there. You man chill out. What I will say is yes, you can't. It's not one or the other. So like Nuruddin mentioned, when United win and play well, you can't put it all on the players and none on the manager. But then on the flip side is when United play badly, you can't put it all on the players and just blame the manager, or just blame the manager and not blame the players, or vice versa. It's a mix. Obviously, different games. Every game is different. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, every game is different. So it's like that can be what's it called? Because every game, where am I going with this? United friggin' baffled my brain and that. Because every game's different. It's not the same every game. You can't just be like, you can't just be like, all right, we played bad. That's solely on the players. We played bad. It's solely on the players each and every time. No, the manager has to be held accountable. Because when results go well, we praise the manager. When United went on that run, interim manager, he got the praise. When United came out of lockdown and we were slapping teams and we were the first Premier League team to win by 3 goals in more than 3 games or whatever it was like that, by a 3-goal margin, we gave him props for that. So when we're getting beat 6-1 at home, yes, the manager is to blame. But of course, if you're getting beat 6-1 at home, players are making individual errors. That Harry Maguire error is on Harry Maguire. He made more than one error in that one goal.
After 2-1, the game was there for Man United to settle down. Where was the manager to say to the guys,
come on,
relax?
Saeed. He's never done this before, so why are we expecting this now?
What's Nuruddin seeing then? What's Nuruddin seeing that's something special?
I'm not seeing anything. Why is Martial doing what he's doing? Why is Martial doing what he's doing, slapping a guy? How can you be a professional footballer?
Where's the pride of the 10 men?
How can you slap a footballer? How can you slap a guy? How can you slap him? You're a professional footballer. You're not in Edward. You're not in Piccadilly 21, lad. The guy not just bumping.
Shout Piccadilly 21. Yeah.
You're not at the bar with a man them. You're not in the pub when a man spill a drink on your train and brand new night, and the man like barge into you. You can't slap a man. You can't do that.
No, but a lot of people are playing 10-man football.
You got to be disciplined. Where's
Here's
the
the thing,
manager's
though.
discipline?
Saeed, you asking
Saeed,
Saeed, one sec, Nuruddin, one sec.
Saeed, I said this to you already. Saeed, I said this to you. Let me just finish it first. At top level elite sport, right? You can't be physically fit in a shot. You will get caught out. Tottenham have played. People are like, Tottenham are tired. They're not tired. They've had an intense preseason. They've had a preseason and they've gone. They've signed the players. Everything is all positive. They're rubbing players under the Manchester United noses, and everything is all positive. They've just done the documentary. Everybody's liking Mourinho again. Everybody's warming to him. Everybody's saying, yeah, he's got to do that. Dele Ali is this. And then they go and play like some madness. 6 games in 10 days or whatever it was. They play. And they're all fresh. They've had a pre-season. Manchester United are physically short. Saeed, if it was just Ollie, I would say it. Brighton in my life will never make 18 against Man United. But because we're physically short, pre-season is super important.
Yes.
If this what this was,
No. Hold on a second. No. I'm gonna defeat your point. Yeah. Tottenham have played 4 games this week.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That's a good pre-season fitness. I'd rather have that than have players who play
Here's the thing. Nuruddin, what I want to say to that is, if roles were let me interject here, innit? If roles are reversed and United beat Spurs 6-1 today, yeah, say that had happened, everyone, not you, I'm not saying you, but everybody else would be talking about the fact they played 4 games in 10 days. Of course, preparation is key. Preparation is definitely key. But what I'm saying is, if United beat Spurs today 6-1, the running theme is Spurs have played 4 games in 10 days or however much it is. Mourinho, in his press conference straight after the game, is talking about the amount of games they played. Yes, Manchester United's preparation is not the greatest, but we've been this bad. It's not like this game is a one-off in terms of performances. Minus the little bit of lockdown, after lockdown where we played well, that 4 or 5 game run. When is the last time in the Premier League, because I thought we played well against Sevilla, when is the last time in the Premier League we played well? Minus that period just after lockdown. What's the last game?
Bruno came, well, obviously we had injuries,
okay.
And when Bruno came, we picked up a bit. But but in the derbies, we played well in the derbies. I thought when we beat Tottenham at home.
Which derby? Which derby? So that was that like November? It was like November or sometime. When was it?
No, that was the last game in Old Trafford. That was in December.
So we talk. All right. So let's say so let's use that example. So December then.
Was it December?
Okay,
it was in December. It was the last game of the Premier League before the lockdown. No, it was in March. Sorry, it was in March.
Okay. So let's say, so it was in March, and the thing is that was a one-off game because even before that, with Bruno when he was in, like away to Everton. So what I'm saying is, my point is in terms of the performances. Yes, what you're saying plays a factor. What you're saying 1,000% plays a factor. But we've been playing poor for a long time.
Let me make another point. No way in the world, even no Belsa, Man City drawing with Leeds. Or Man City are getting whacked 5-2 at the Etihad. No way. But City still went to the final of the Champions League. Physically, they're short. You can see it there on their players. You can see they're physically short. That's why Leicester whacked them. That's why Leeds could have easily beaten them.
What I will say is to that, even though you made a prime example there, even though City are short, Leicester, they didn't play well at all. They played well against Leeds. They had a shot blocked off the line. Kevin De Bruyne hit the post. Sterling had a 1-on-1. So my point is,
But the Leeds could have won the game. Leeds missed chances. Leeds missed chances hit the bar.
They did miss chances. Yes, Nuruddin. I'm not saying they didn't miss chances. What I'm saying is that their performance was nowhere near as bad as ours. Though. City's performances haven't been nowhere near as bad as the 5-2s are one-off. They normally no matter. So what I'm saying is, no matter what 11 City put out, no matter if they're short preparation. Normally, most of the time, City's performances are of a certain standard. That's because they have a manager of a certain caliber. And that's my whole point is when you have a manager of a certain caliber, it's rare you dip below a certain standard. United have been below that certain standard for a long time. I can't remember the last time we played 2 Premier League games and played good back-to-back. I can't remember us playing good in
When has Ollie done that? Ollie's never done that though.
Apart from after lockdown, that's the only time, and that's my issue.
When everyone was down and out.
Even though the bankers and everything like that, like you mentioned, you get me, ain't good enough. What I'm saying is, I still want the best man for the job. Say for instance, if we did change the backroom staff, yeah. Say we got a director of football, the owners sold up, we got good owners, Ed Woodward left. I would still want Ollie gone because I'm a Manchester United fan and I want the best manager for the job. I don't believe Ollie is the best manager for the job because you're not doing the best with what you have. What you have is not the greatest, but you're not doing the best.
Can I ask you a question, Flawless? Do you think we've got the best owners? Have we got the best owners? Have we got the best owners?
No.
We need a new owners. If I go with your thing, we need a new owners. We need a new structure in terms of scouts and sporting directors. We need new players and we need a new manager. And the point that I make is that the reason why I'm not Ollie out now, because it's so easy for me to say Ollie out at the most times, because Ed Woodward does not fucking deserve to sack another manager. He does not call the shot to sack another manager. I'm sorry. You get Poching Allegri in a year and a half, in 18 months' time, you'll be back here and you will say to me, you know what, Nurdin, you were right. Because you know what? I've been right again and again and again about this football. I've been right about these owners. I was protesting about these owners when they took over the club 15 years ago. I was getting trunches on the back of my head from police, bro. We were putting bins on fire, right? Try to stop this sale. We knew these mans were toxic, bro. Fergie made them money. On Fergie's time, they made money. They were in profit. So the thing that you think Poch is gonna fix this, if Poch comes in and Woodward is the CEO, good night, Vienna, mate. You're
what we're saying is, so you made the point.
Do I think Ollie's the greatest coach? No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not the greatest coach. Has he done some things right? Has he done some things right? Yes. Has he made a lot of improvements? Yes. Right.
He has. But my point, go on.
It's in the only place he can take us is maybe to third on goal difference. Maybe that's his ceiling.
That is his ceiling.
I said that live on the United stand. I said that. Maybe he's not the guy. But for tonight, for me to come out and go, Ollie out, that's too easy. We are toxic from top to bottom. And I don't want you guys to lose sight. I don't want the guys to lose sight.
See that? No, let me just respond to one thing.
Let's wrap this up.
Yeah, we'll wrap this up. People get it mistaken when, like, I'm going to only speak for me. When I say, like, Ollie out and he's not good enough, like, that doesn't make me miss that the owners ain't good enough. I want the owners out too. I want the owners out. I want Ed Woodward out. I want a new DOF, and I want the manager out because I want the best people for the best job. I'm not ignorant in the sense of because the platform's not there for the manager. Okay, let's not get a better manager. No, that's defeatist. To me, that's a defeatist attitude. You get the best man in for the job to do the best possible thing he can. Of course, I'm not saying win Premier Leagues back to back, etc., etc. I'm not saying all that, but a better manager gets more out of these players. These players are not 6-1 against Spurs. I'm sorry. That's inexcusable.
Van Gaal.
That's inexcusable.
Listen, Van Gaal, you know Van Gaal in world football. Van Gaal took a really young Ajax team to the Champions League final and one never seen before, will never be seen. Van Gaal went to Barcelona and won trophies. Van Gaal went to Bayern Munich and won trophies. Jose Mourinho, it's got trophies galore. If they couldn't do it, how is Poch, Allegri are going to do it, Simeone? How are they going to do it?
I'll let you wrap it up, yo. I'll let you wrap it up.
No, I'm going to wrap it up here. I think it's there's a lot of talking. There's a lot of going on here. But I think as a whole, something needs to be done. I don't know what's going to happen. So I don't know if Sancho's going to fix this mess. I don't think Cavani will fix this mess. I don't think Telles will fix this mess. There's a big problem about this football club. I don't know if it's a manager. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't like the brand of football we're playing. I think it's lethargic. I think for me, it's very, very naive for me. And I've called it from day one. Jose Mourinho is a dinosaur in world football. He's had his time. We've resurrected Jose Mourinho. That's what we've done. We've resurrected Jose Mourinho. But guys, I'm going to leave it on here. Nuruddin, socials, bro.
That guy, Red Devil. 5K
people.
Yes.
5K. Well, let's get Nuruddin on Twitter. Go follow him. Get him to 5K, guys, on Twitter. That would be appreciated, man. Flawless, man. Socials.
Yeah, man. I'm good. It's been a bad day. I don't know why my camera is moving. Is my camera moving dodgy to you?
Yeah, but we're good, bro. We're good.
All right, cool. Just asking anyway. Just want to let people know in it. Obviously, Nuruddin my don in it. So like he passionate. This is how we talk and go back and forth at school. Yeah, I'm just letting you know. Yeah. I'm just letting people in the comments know. Just you know what people are like. Yeah, I'm saying I already know. Yeah, I know. You get me? We dons in it. But yeah, people, Twitter and Instagram, that's me, Flawless. From a Third Eye View, which goes live every Monday, 7 p.m.
I'll
to
be there
9 p.m.
tomorrow, people.
And
I'll
special
be there.
guest tomorrow. Special guest tomorrow is this man right here. It goes live on the Pi Radio YouTube, also on DAB Radio as well, and also Sarcasm City Podcast, which goes live every Sunday 7 p.m. And we talk. It's non-football, so we talk entanglements, all types of wild shit.
Crazy.
Yeah. So make sure you go look into that as well. Sarcasm City Podcast.
Yeah, make sure you go check it out.
Can I just say one thing, right? And I did a little video on Twitter and I said to people what things. So to get over this result, obviously Scouse has got what 7-2 by Villa.
7-2.
That nearly went down 7-2.
Was it 7-2?
They got 7-2. 7-2.
Yeah.
It was. You know what? It was almost like Man United 6-1 at Old Trafford. Hold my beer. Hold my beer. United fans, hold my beer. And then that happened. But also, Saeed, I want to wrap it up. But I want to just say things that I'm gonna give the real therapy. Things that to cheer yourself up. The book that you always wanted to read, that you've got on your shelf, that might be on your shelf, that you want to get into to remember to forget about Man United. There's always, to me, my 3 top comedies are Peep Show, Father Ted, and I like a good oldie. You know what I mean? I like Only Fools and Horses, especially the episodes with Trigger. So I'll get on there. Peace, love, and light, people.
Guys, smash like on the video. Subscribe, please. And going road to 25k, guys. So please, before you leave this video, smash that like video, man. Smash the like button. If you're watching this right now, smash the like button. Subscribe to United Central. And we will be back, man. Man United never die. We will be back. We will be back here supporting this football club as much as it kills us. Tomorrow, we will be signing Sancho. We will be signing Cavani. We will be signing Tellez. And do you know what? We're going to win the league.
Yes, Saeed. That's the attitude, Saeed. We'll never die. We'll never die. We'll never die. We'll never die. Keep the respect, Man United. We're Man United. We never die. Come on.
Keep the faith, guys. Keep the faith.
21 times. 21 times.